They called me desperate, naive, foolish, for choosing love over labels, for marrying a man with no house, no car, no family. But what they didn't know is that love sees what money can't buy, and that sometimes the poorest looking man can hold the richest heart. But I didn't marry him for money. I married him for his smile, his soul, his strength, until the day I found the mansion, the private jet, the bank account, and the one secret that nearly broke me. This is my story. Atlanta was cold that December, and my heart even colder. I had just been dumped again by a man who only loved me when I looked expensive. Then I met Michael, sitting on a milk crate by the corner of 5th and Broad, tattered coat, scruffy beard, cracked boots. But when he smiled, I saw warmth. When he spoke, I heard wisdom. He offered me his sandwich when I tripped and tore my tights. No flirting, no strings, just kindness. I walked away, but his face stayed with me. I returned the next day, then the next. We talked, laughed, shared stories. He never asked for anything, only gave. And somehow, my heart began to heal. Everyone thought I was crazy. My sister screamed, "You're dating a homeless man? Girl, have you lost your mind?" But I didn't care. Michael made me feel safe, seen, loved. We walked everywhere together. We fed pigeons in the park. We danced in the rain under parking lot lights. I gave him my heart, and he gave me his world, even if it was just a bench and a sleeping bag. Then, one rainy evening, he asked me to marry him. No ring, no roses, just a rusted buttercup he had turned into a band. I said yes, and we had our wedding right there under the city lights, with a kind pastor, 3 strangers as witnesses, and love thick in the air like summer heat. A week after the wedding, he vanished. No phone call, no message, no sign. At first, I thought maybe he went to buy something or needed time to clear his head. But when a day passed, then 2, then 5, panic crept in like a slow-moving shadow. I searched everywhere. The shelter where I first met him, empty. The bridge where he used to sit, silent. Hospitals, churches, police stations, nothing. I became a woman possessed by love and confusion. I didn't care how I looked. I wore mismatched slippers, my hair uncombed, gripping the last picture we took on our wedding day like it was oxygen. Whispers followed me everywhere. She married a ghost. She's been scammed. Her pity blinded her. Even my own mother came to drag me home, but I refused to leave. What if he returned? What if he needed me? Then, on the 7th night, just as I was about to give up, a young delivery boy showed up at my compound gate. He looked confused, as though unsure I belonged in the address written on this package. "Are you Mrs. Michael?" he asked. I nodded, barely able to stand. He handed me a gold-trimmed envelope, sealed with a strange emblem, like a crown carved into wax. My hands trembled as I opened it. The scent of roses and sandalwood filled the air. Inside, a handwritten letter read, "My heart, don't be angry. I had to disappear, not because I wanted to hurt you, but because I needed to prepare for the life you truly deserve. You gave me your heart when I had nothing. Now let me give you everything. Come to this address tomorrow at 10 a.m. No questions. Just trust me. Michael." At the bottom was a home address in an area I had only heard of in magazines. A place where senators and oil tycoons lived. A place I never imagined stepping foot into. I stared at the letter, the golden ink shining in the moonlight, and I cried. Not from pain anymore, but from a wide, trembling hope that maybe, just maybe, my love story was far from over. I stood in the middle of that marble mansion. A queen who had been courted in a gutter. My chest rose and felt like I had been running for days. "You lied to me, Michael," I said quietly. "I didn't lie," he said gently. "I withheld the truth because I needed to be sure." "Sure of what? That I would still love you if you had nothing? Or that I wouldn't leave once I found out you had everything?" The silence was loud. I turned away, biting my lip to stop it from trembling. "You think this was noble?" I whispered. "It wasn't. It was manipulation." His eyes filled with tears. "Maybe, but it came from fear, from trauma, from losing people who only stayed for the lifestyle." He pulled something from his pocket, the same bottle cap he had used to propose, bent, worn, now framed in gold. "I kept this," he said, "because that moment, our moment, was the realest of my life." Tears streamed down my face. I wanted to believe him, but my trust had been cracked. So I left, without yelling, without slamming the door. I just walked away. Not because I stopped loving him, but because love, even the purest kind, needs honesty to survive. 2 weeks passed. No texts, no calls, no flowers, no jets, no drama. Just silence. Until a letter came, handwritten, no money inside, no keys to a car, just his words. "I didn't chase you because I wanted you to choose. Not me, but us, without pressure. But if you ever come back, you're not coming back to a mansion. You're coming home to the man who still sits on that park bench at 5th and Broad every Saturday at 5 p.m. just in case you believe in us again." My heart broke all over again. That Saturday, I went, not in heels, not in designer, just me. And there he was, same milk crate, same warmth in his smile. Only this time, when he saw me, he stood. He didn't speak, he just opened his arms, and I walked into them, because sometimes real love wears rags before it wears robes. They called me a fool for marrying a homeless man, but I didn't just marry him. I found him. In the alleyways of life, in the honesty of struggle, in the test I didn't know I was taking, and passed without makeup, status, or wealth. Because real love doesn't come wrapped in gold, it comes clothed in truth. So now, I ask you, would you have passed the test? Thank you for watching. Click on the video at the top to see this interesting, mind-blowing video that will play on your screen. Thank you.